Hola from Medellin, Colombia, where the sky is beautiful, the pool is calm, and I hope that you don't get motion sick from me spinning around. We are going to talk about immersion. All right, so let me pop down over here so that we're not all shaky. A little table going. All right, the sun is setting behind me. It's absolutely gorgeous up here. So I want to have a little interesting chat about a night that I had last night. I am here in Medellin, really for no reason. A good friend of mine posted a picture on Facebook, and it was a picture actually of this exact roof and of that exact pool, and it was just gorgeous. And I was like, "That is so awesome!" They were coming down here. They spend like September to December down here, and I was like, "Oh, when am I going to get to visit?" And he was like, "Whenever you book a ticket." And I was like, "Great, that was 10 minutes ago." So I booked a ticket and came down here and doing what I always do, working, making videos, and writing for you guys. So last night was the first night that I was here. I woke up at like 3 a.m. my time in Vermont, and then traveled down here. I got down here by I don't know, like 5:30 local time, and so grabbed a quick shower, grabbed something to eat, and then went out salsa dancing. And my salsa dancing skills are not really great, but there was like a lesson beforehand, so I was like, all right, it's not that bad. But the thing that I really didn't know before I came here, I mean, I knew that Spanish was important. I took 3 years of Spanish, actually no, 2 years of Spanish in middle school, but it is very very rusty to say the least. And I had been using a really cool app called Duolingo, Dulingo. It's a free language app that's online, and it's an app. It's cool. Jump on it and find me and compete with me. You'll probably win. But so I've been doing that, practicing, but it's a lot different from knowing verbs and tenses than it is to actually communicating effectively. And I had, I knew my pleases and my thank yous, but not how to actually communicate. So anyway, last night we went out and we went salsa dancing, and I didn't know enough Spanish to really like communicate and listen. And the class was being taught in Spanish, and there was no like preface to this. It was just, hey, teach. And so I was like just completely listening, watching people's feet, and not able to understand any of the words. And we were kind of doing it solo, and then we started doing it like, okay, grab your partner. And I kind of inferenced that when he said something, and everybody goes and grabs like a random person, and I was like, oh crap. And then this girl just appears in front of me, and she's like, hola, da, da, and I couldn't quite understand it. And I was like, yo hablo un poquito español, kind of like thrown off. I speak a little Spanish. And she kind of, went very slowly and said, oh, this is what I'm trying to communicate. It's like, oh, okay. So we danced, we did the basic steps, but we couldn't really communicate other than dancing, which I'm learning, but I'm definitely not great at. So it was definitely by all means total immersion and total. I mean, I've never done something like that before, but it felt good in a sense that it was challenging, but I was kind of like laughing at the fact of how challenging it was and how much I was learning, and how quickly. I mean, I picked up some new salsa steps, and I picked up some new words in Spanish, and did decently. But that's kind of how I've always looked, at least in the last few years, looked at marketing, looked at writing. If you really immerse yourself in it, you can learn it. But you have to fully immerse yourself and just say, oh, that's not scary at all. Yeah, I'll go, learn something that I don't know in a language that I don't know with people that I mean, other than one, don't know, and see how it goes. And worst case scenario, I dance really awkwardly, and people that I might never see again, won't judge me. But it was just a really fun experience, and I learned a lot from it. And if you're kind of thinking about how you're gonna get into something, like don't do total immersion in everything because you won't learn, right? I'm only here for 10 days, and I acknowledge that I'm practicing my Spanish while I'm here, but at the same time, um, basically, I know that if I'm here for 10 days, I'm not going to learn everything, because I'm going somewhere else. But if I wanted to stay for, let's say, 2 months and focus on learning Spanish and salsa, I could. But I can't learn Spanish and Italian and French and salsa and ballroom dancing and kizomba and so on and so forth all at the same time. I have to choose. So figure out what you want to immerse yourself in and go for it, and find a way to just jump in and either learn by doing, going to a conference that's focused specifically on that skill set, or whatever it may be, but jump in and immerse yourself and see what happens. You're not going to be perfect, but you will learn something. Just kind of I wasn't really fearful because I was like, I'm not going to die by, awkwardly trying to dance salsa with someone that I can't communicate with. But I did learn from it, and it was a really interesting experience. And I'm not afraid of what might happen next because it's not as scary when that happens. So from a rooftop in Medellin, we'll do another quick, super slow swing around video thingy. This is what it looks like when you jump in. So do that and drop a comment below and let me know how it goes. I'm eager to hear about your adventures, what you immerse yourself in, and how it goes. Talk to you soon and see you on the next video.